You ready? Mark, quite a finish.
Yeah, we made it hard for ourselves, and we gave them something to cling on to, and you feel for them. They worked their socks off. We had plenty of chances, but we didn't take them, and we talked about make sure that we still got a chance at the end of the game. We always felt we could score late goals. They're a really young team, and they've done admirably for the manager today, and he put in a good performance himself, made it a bit more difficult for us, and just relieved to get 3 points, get in my car and disappear home tonight. I think because don't necessarily. I think it's harsh on them, but I think also in the amount of chances we've created, and I think I'm feeling a little bit sorry for them in terms of where they are in the league, and that's not my job. We've beat them. We had, if you count the chances, we probably had a lot more than them. So well done to the boys, but the goal's really disappointing that we conceded. And then, like I said, you give a young, enthusiastic side something to hang on to, and they nearly did it. And the marking was poor. We'd worked on set pieces yesterday. We knew they took 2 out for corners, but then the 3 in the 6-yard box was disappointing. But we showed a bit of resilience, a bit of decent football at times. But today was all about the result.
Yeah, after Tuesday, that's what it was. The important thing was getting a win, wasn't it?
Massively, yeah, definitely. 2-1-0 defeats would have been disappointing. But like I said, we've got goal scorers in the team. Bags has come on and made a difference. He's got 6-7 crosses in the next 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So that's what we've got a squad for. When they're on the pitch, they've got to take their opportunities, and it didn't happen for Mo and Josh for the first hour. We got into some good positions, didn't quite do enough to put the ball in the back of the net or get that final ball across the box. And all we've done since Thursdays is work on getting bodies in the box and trying to take our opportunities, and it looked like it was going to be to no avail come 80 minutes. But then we, like I said before, although I'm feeling a little bit sorry for them, but that's not what I'm about. I'm asking my team to be ruthless, and we showed a good ruthless streak in the last 10 minutes in terms of goals.
As soon as the penalty went in, it did look like another one.
Yeah, and that can happen. Momentum. I think we had the momentum, but we didn't take the chances. Benno's missed a good one. Jeff's clearly went off the line for him in the first half. But like I say, as much as I'm, we could have played better. Credit to them, because like I said, no one's going to make it easy for us. And they worked, but we showed that we got a bit about us.
Yeah, talk me through their goal, because you probably had a better view than me. Did he go in off Steve in the end?
I think Jack's been put off by Steve. Yeah, disappointing that. But the mark, it shouldn't have been. I thought Summers should have got a little bit closer to the man out here. I think we're just a little bit too nice in terms of. I think Luke should have been 6 yards away rather than 16 yards away and stopped it. We talked about that, but he didn't. And then I'm not going to name names. He knows who he is, and that's not what I'm about. But one of my players has completely switched off, and his marker has got a free header in the 6-yard box, and he knows I'm not going to dig him out. And then I thought Jack should have made the save as well, to be fair. So disappointing. And they hit us on had a couple of chances on the break. I think most of it was our own downfall, willingness to try and get back into the game, to try and get something out of it. And it just, sometimes you have to be patient. Sometimes, I think we learned that from the other night. We looked at they conceded 4 goals in the last 25 minutes the other night. So we knew, we'd said already that it's important that we keep plugging away, and Daryl's come up with a couple of good finishes. The second one, keeper made a great save for the first one, for the volley that he's hit. Come back out to him, and he's had a little bit of composure to have a nice touch and finish well. Yeah,
he hasn't been starting recently, but whenever you put him in, his ratio is very good. Isn't it?
It is, and that's credit to him. Like I said, I've got three quality strikers. I can play Mo up there as well, and it's always good for your strikers to score goals for your team. and I think the lads are grateful that Darryl was out there today to put him in.
Yeah, have you been tempted to, or have you come close to putting Bags in for a start in the league?
Oh, massively, yeah, massively. But he's 8. People forget he's 18, and it's. But saying that, we've got Jack, we've got Luke Garbett, we've got Jimmy Spencer, 18, 19. So maybe. I personally think Mo's had a good season. I think he's had a couple of quiet games, the last couple of games, that he's got to find out how he can improve, how he can be his back to himself. And when he does that, we've got a proper player on our hands. But Bags has certainly put a little thought in my head, and quite rightly so.
Yeah. In terms of out-and-out dribbling and skill, he just seems to be able to go past players, can't he?
Yeah, he can beat people. But sometimes it's easier doing that in the last 25, 30 minutes of a game. It's the fullbacks are tired and waiting to get beat, and that's probably what I've seen him as at the moment, a bit of an impact. But now, we've got to look at it and think, right, okay, can he step up? Can he be part of what we're trying to do? And start games, and I know he can. It's just finding the right game for him to start and make that full league debut.
Yeah, I know other people were at fault as well, but that's the first time Jack's probably put a foot wrong.
Absolutely, yeah. Listen, I was disappointed. I thought he had it. I think I'll have a look at the DVD. I think he said Stevie sort of impeded him as he was falling. But for me, it shouldn't go in the back of the net. And because I'm not blaming Jack. Jack knows. But saying that, he pulled off a spectacular save in the second half when he pushed that one onto the post from distance. And while we were chasing the game, he's kept the score to 1, and that's proved the turning point in the game as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it an ugly win, but it was a.
No.
But that's what you want, just grinding out results when you're not.
You have to. It's not. Sometimes I know we all want to play great football. We all want to turn teams over 4 and 5-0, but that doesn't happen. And sometimes you have to give other teams credit, but you have to give my boys a little bit of credit as well, because against a young, enthusiastic team who've done brilliant for their manager today, we've dug something out, and on the balance of play, probably deserved it. Whether that's a little bit harsh on them, that's life.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark.